All right. What's going on, maniacs? MOD. Coming at you with another mobile walk and talk video. It's June 10th, 2024, or 11th today. I guess it's the 11th, yeah. And I'm out for a nice night walk. It's really warm here, though, so I'm not a big fan of the heat. We're looking at, it's probably about 22 degrees right now, or 20 degrees for night, which is like 70 Fahrenheit. There's a bit of humidity, though, which makes it quite unpleasant. Of course, I got the Blasphemy hoodie on with the chain bandoliers and the fucking bracelets and chain belt. And the chains around my neck, obviously, because people ask me, beware, man, do you always wear metal shit? The answer is yes. So, tonight's topic, metal is not a hobby, it is a way of life. And I don't understand how anybody could call this fucking music, this way of life, a hobby. It is not a hobby. You're either in it for life and you're a devout and you are full on, or you're fake and contrived. And I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat shit for anybody. That's how I feel about it. All these fucking clowns that have been infesting this music for the last 20 years have just completely ruined a lot of the things that made this music so special. They think it's casual. Oh, you could just, it's just a hobby, man. It's just music. It's just this. It's just that. Well, that is false, man. You're a false if you think that. Metal's about embracing opposition. It's about individuality. It's about the freedom to say fuck you to all authority and to stand firm against everything in the world that you cannot stand. It's not a hobby. There's nothing, you can't be a hobbyist and be into this music. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. Now, you know, if you want to be a casual fucking goon, that's your decision. But that's bullshit to me. And that's fine. I mean, if that's what you are, you want to be casual and you think this is a hobby, I'm not going to be able to change your mind. But it sure as hell is not a hobby to me, and I don't think it's a hobby to other devoutes and elitists in the underground. Because for us, this is everything. It means everything to us. Everything that we put into this music is our heart and our soul, man. And I'm very proud of my black metal project, Morbituous, which is being unearthed for one more time for a split with Cadaver Right, Revocations of the Flesh through the Denial of Existence. I came up with the title. So Morbituous is going to be able to be heard by people who may not have heard it the first time, so I'm pretty proud of that. And I put everything I had, mentally, physically, emotionally, viscerally, cerebrally, into that fucking music. And that's the same standard I demand from the artists that I love to this day. And I demand the same thing from people who are in my circles that call themselves metalheads. I don't want to meet the casuals. I don't have anything in common with the casuals, with the hobbyists of this music, or the PCSJW woke clowns of this so-called metal community. I have nothing to do with them. I have nothing to do with scenes or any of that stuff. I am anti all of it. Because in my eyes, this music should remain very individualistic. I don't really believe, in my mind, that it was ever meant to be something that would become a community. I never ever imagined it becoming that. And unfortunately, there's positives and negatives to the manifestation of it becoming a community. And we all know what those are. We've seen it. I've talked about it in countless videos. I've said it a million fucking times. I don't need to keep repeating myself. But to call this music a hobby is just completely wrong. And I've heard many people use that terminology in the past, that it's a hobby. That and the whole aspect of, are you ever going to outgrow that shit? You know, the chains and the shirts and the shades and the way. It's like, no, man. I'm like this because I love it. You know, and if that doesn't make me popular or whatever, I really couldn't give two shits. I don't care. So, the whole aspect that this music is a hobby, I don't know who the hell could think that or why. I mean, those people obviously aren't into it for the same reasons, and I get it. Not everybody's into it for the same reasons as someone like me or other elitists, so I understand that. But to downplay its importance and its significance by calling it a hobby is complete misrepresentation. And it doesn't make any sense to me why anybody would call this music a hobby. That is completely ridiculous. But at the same time, you're entitled to think what you want. I'm not here to tell you you shouldn't believe that or that you can't believe that. You can believe whatever the hell you choose to believe. But I'm so tired of this music being undermined and downplayed and the importance of it being misrepresented by false idiots. I cannot handle it. It drives me nuts. I'm trying my best not to let it, piss me off. But I feel like this had to be said. And there's no way that something like black metal or war metal or any of the other genres that are very, very meaningful are hobbies to the people that make it. And that's fine. If you think it's a hobby, there isn't much I'm going to be able to do to change your mind on that. I don't want to change your mind. But I think you should re-examine that and think about it before you say stuff like this, because you just sound like a fucking moron saying it's a hobby for people. But the importance of it to me lies in its meaning and its power and its goal and its message. The music itself is very much a part of that, but I always look for the message of the artist. What are they expressing? What are they trying to say? Why are they saying it? What are they getting at? What is the reason for their extreme music and their extreme ideology? That's what I look for. And when these casual goons come out of the woodwork and say, well, it's just a hobby, man. That is just something that should be completely disregarded. And nobody should be saying something like that. Because I highly doubt that to the incredible devout in the underground and the people making this art, that it's a fucking hobby for them. It's not a hobby, man. This is a way of life. And if you're not in it for that reason, if you're not all the way in, why are you even into it at all? That's my question to some of you out there who may believe this music is a hobby. Why are you even bothering with it? We need real, true devoutes, not fucking casuals, guys. We want to keep this music alive. We want to keep this music offensive and intolerant and unsafe. We don't want this to turn into everything it was never supposed to be. And that's why I have the opinions I have, and that's why I voice these concerns and I voice these things. Because I am the opposition. I am the opposition, and so are other underground freaks. We are the opposition to this. And we'll continue to remain the opposition for as long as it takes. We will stand true and remain warriors of the underground. The elite, the devout, and the strong will prosper. They will prevail over the weak-minded, media-controlled, SJW, PC, woke infestation that this metal culture has suffered. We will triumph over you. Because we're not going anywhere. If you think people like me are not very common, then you don't know very many true metalheads. You really don't. Because I've met hundreds of metalheads that are exactly the same. They take this very seriously. They understand that it isn't just music, that it's not a hobby, that it's a way of life, it's a way of being, and that it's so important to them that they live it and they breathe it. And that's what being real and true is all about. It's much more than just buying the music, listening to the music, and buying the merchandise. It's an entire attitude, it's an entire way of being, it's an entire way of thinking, and it's about never compromising and never giving in to any outside BS that people try and inflict on you, man. And that's what it means to me. Anyway, man, shout out to Thomas Video, Barry and Rich, the silent producer from That Goat Metal Show. We have Shredbeard, Mike Bogish, Drucifer, Mordant Red, Realms of Metal, Mark Chaos, Massacre, The Skull MCM. Great channels. Mark has 2 channels, The Skull MCM and Mark Chaos Massacre. Make sure you go and check those awesome dudes out. They would really appreciate it. Also, if you want to check out my buddies' bands, we have Mark Chaos Massacre has Twisted Fate and a bunch of bands. I just uploaded one of his most recent projects to my channel. Make sure you check out all of Mark Chaos Massacre's bands. Links to his music channel are in the box below. Also check out my buddy's band, Hall of Calzaria, my friend Aiden there. Also Josh Dominus of Morticide. You also need to check out Cadaver Right, Kyler, Lane, and Justin. Their newest EP, Proscriptions of Their Flesh. Links down below. Also GOATAMENTISE, celebrating their 30th anniversary release. Links down below for the merchandise and the CD. That is going to change, so I will be putting updated links in the description box down below. Also, Music of Destruction merchandise coming up on the screen right now. You have the brand new shirt, Music of Destruction, with the Spread the Plague, Annihilate the Human Race, with me giving the finger, and you have the awesome back print, Spread the Plague, Annihilate the Human Race, on the back as well. You have 5 different shirt designs, 4 different colors on that. Thank you to my beautiful girlfriend Janelle for all of the help with the shirts. You have been awesome. She also did my green screen set. She is working on another green screen set as well right now. It's going to be an outdoor cemetery, so it's going to be very, very cool. Also coming up on the screen, you have the MOD, Raw Fucking Intolerance, with the green lettering. It says Raw Fucking Intolerance. You have the skull with the pentagram and the horns on it. 5 different designs, 4 different colors on that one as well. Make sure you guys check that out. And if you want to join the channel and support, become an MOD Elite VIP for $9.99 a month. We'll get you access to exclusive content. Just did a podcast on the history of Marduk. I am doing one on the history of Blasphemy very, very soon. Podcast is called The Seed. You're also going to get review requests, a top 15 metal album warfares, or an album ranking, and that will cycle depending on who makes it when. And you don't just get one. If you're a member, you can make more and more requests as I do the ones I get to that are yours. Remember, don't make too many at once. You're also going to get member collaborations if you have a metal YouTube channel. Also band promotions, like you've been seeing. So I'll promote your band through your live shows, your rehearsals, your music. I'll even interview you should you want to be. You're also going to get early access to all new content, anywhere from 4 to 12 hours before everybody else. And you're going to get the Crypt Underground Metal Radio Show Saturday night, a member request only radio shows. That's what you get for supporting MOD. Alright, motherfuckers, keep metal mean, offensive, intolerant, hateful, and underground.